adventures.
Well, say it isn't so, Chuke. Has the biggest self-proclaimed Glock fanboy suddenly switched sides in the oldest standing debate in pistol history, Glock versus 1911? Well, I may be leaning that way. And to be fair, the 2011 has changed things a little bit. Mainly when I started adopting this platypus, and you can see it there, but I conceal it so well. It is the platypus 2011 hybrid, I guess you would call it. This is a safe weapon that uses Glock mags. Just changed everything for me. This thing has been 100%. It's just blown me away. The accuracy and the trigger, the ease to shoot. I just simply love everything about it, except I don't have one with a rail. That is just a shame. But let's look at some comparisons between the Glock and the 1911, the Glock and the 2011 hybrid, and I will give you my final thoughts. Well, here we go. For our first comparison, we have the Dan Wesson Razorback 10mm and a Glock 29 Gen 4 that has had some work done to it. What I like is this Overwatch precision trigger. Makes the Glock trigger much better. But I do have to point out that both of these platforms have been proven in battle. Of course, the 1911 platform has a lot more history. World War II, won 2 world wars. It was proven in battle. So even though there have been problems with it, you can't deny that the 1911 platform was proven in battle. And the Glock, more recently, the last couple decades, has been proven in battle as well. Now, both have extremely loyal fans, and there will be all kinds of arguments on that, but I consider them both proven in battle, which is a point for each one. Now, reliability issues with the 1911 platform cannot be denied. A lot of reliability issues, and they all stem from the magazine primarily, and just feeding hollow points and different rounds, up the ramp. So lots of problems have happened with the 1911. When you get one, you have to make sure it's fine-tuned, everything fits well, you've got good magazines. But when you've got a good one, they run really well. I do have to say, I also think that the hammer-fired platform is better than a striker-fired. I really like double action, single action. It's a shame that the 1911 is single action only, and you have that safety right there, which I don't like. I don't mind this beaver grip safety as much. It's really good for the guys that carry appendix, because then you're not going to shoot your junk if you're not gripping it that way. But when you're reholstering and unholstering, you're still grip it that way. So I just don't like to carry that way. Materials. Polymer is actually a great material. It's lightweight, it's very strong, it absorbs shock. I prefer an all-steel firearm, so the added weight helps with recoil, and it's just more aesthetically pleasing. I just like the feel of an all-steel frame, but polymer for carry, you're going to have a lighter pistol. It is nice. It does have its merits. So accuracy, I gotta hand it to the 1911. Way more accurate. Just the grip angle, the grip itself is typically thinner than, especially if you get some thinner grips. If you like, you can get it very thin. Just better accuracy altogether. And the trigger, there's no comparison. Even with this aftermarket Overwatch trigger on the Glock, it does not compare to a good 1911 trigger. I mean, the worst 1911 trigger is better than the best Glock trigger, in my opinion. Capacity, of course, is way better on the Glock. The double stack magazine. This is a single. With this mag, it's got 9+1, which is not bad, 10 rounds, but of course this is more. But with that being said, enter the 2011 and the 2011 variant. So here we have the Platypus in 9mm, and this bad boy takes Glock 17 mags, which I do believe Glock mags are better than 1911 mags, 2011 mags. So the 2011 does change everything because we now can take the capacity question, you know, that's off the table because there's equal, if not more, capacity now. But you're still going to have some of the problems with the 1911 that, you know, a lot of the staccatos, every staccato I've tested always had some kind of problem or jammed. So it just never fails. This thing is an enigma. This has never jammed on me. I've shot hollow points. I love it. I will sit there and load nothing but Underwood Extreme penetrators in 9mm. Now, of course, they don't make that in 40 where I could put a 357 SIG barrel in it. Now, this is Glock 19 size. This is a Glock 23 with a 357 SIG barrel from Lone Wolf. So 13 plus 1 rounds of hard-hitting 357 SIG. Obviously is aftermarket slide cut, but this thing, it's just maybe a centimeter over the overall height of this. It's just amazing how they did it. If you take the actual height and line those up, you're only a centimeter over with this guy. So this conceals really well, and it's thinner, much thinner than the grip of a Glock 19, which isn't bad, but I mean, a Glock 22, Glock 23, I got to give it to this Glock, even though the trigger isn't as good. I've just got crazy power with that 357 SIG and this barrel. It's just insane. And what I'll run is those Underwood Extreme penetrators and 357 SIG, which, I mean, it completely dominates a 9mm Extreme penetrator. So, I don't know. These guys are catching up with the 2011's, but got to hand it to the Glock. So far, this is probably my favorite carry. I've just been enjoying this thing, and it shoots better, so who knows? Well, I'm not quite there yet, but I am getting there. I have to say that I have been carrying this Platypus 2011 hybrid that takes Glock mags, and if it wasn't for that external safety that I had to hit, it would be the perfect pistol in my mind for concealed carry. The only thing that makes me pause at that is they don't have a 40 version that I can put a 357 SIG barrel in. So this Glock 23 with the 357 SIG barrel is just probably the ultimate concealed carry pistol. So until they make something like this in a 2011 platform, I can't say that it has won me over, because this is still kind of the top. I'm just having fun with the Platypus right now. So Glock is still king for now, but man, those 2011's are making progress, and who knows, in a few years I may be changing my tune to proclaiming a 2011 hybrid above Glock. Let me know what you guys think. I know there'll be a lot of comments. I like them both, but I'm slowly leaning towards this, but still Glock is king. So let me know what you guys think. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time, guaranteed.